Ladies and gentlemen, it happens that I can exaggerate pretty easily. But this time, I'm not going to overreact when I'm going to say that there are great filmmakers from Łódź. They're great politicians, great businessmen, great architects. But you're going to see on this stage the greatest man from Łódź, and I'm really serious about it. I have two sons. One is 7, one is 9 years old, so they are too small to play basketball. They are playing football, but anyway, they want to have his last name on the back of their t-shirt. And I'm trying to explain them, hey, Marcin Gortat is playing basketball, not football. And they say, whatever you say that, but just call me Marcin Gortat. And he's not only the greatest basketball player in the history of Poland, he's one of the best basketball players around the world, playing in the US for 10 years in the best NBA teams. But what is more important, he's a good man. He was taking part in so many different social campaigns, like trying to convince Polish kids to drink more milk. Or he was traveling around Polish military bases in Afghanistan, supporting our troops in really, really difficult times. He still remembers where is he from, what are his origins. He remembers about his people and his city and his community. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor to say Marcin Gortat.
Thank you, thank you. Peter, that was incredible. Thank you very much. I mean, they don't introduce me like that in NBA. That's crazy. First of all, I would like to apologize for my voice. Yesterday I had 3 hours with the kids in Krakow, with my kids from school, Marcin Gortat school. I had a wonderful 3 hours, and I lost my voice. But that wasn't the problem. The problem was they all had iPhones and cameras. That was the biggest challenge for me, unfortunately. So the biggest surprise to me is today that the guys from conference, they bumped me up from 15 to 20 minutes because my last speech 2 days ago was really good. So I'm actually really happy with that. Thank you guys, that's amazing. For the people who doesn't know, I'm Marcin Gortat from the Washington Wizards. I was drafted with 57th pick in 2007. And there are only 2 NBA players who made it at 57th spot. The draft, NBA draft, holds 60 spots. I was 57. There are only 2 players in the history that made it in the NBA with 57th pick and survived longer than 1 or 2 years. It's me and Manu Ginobili. The difference is Manu Ginobili got 3 championships. I got none. So unfortunately, hopefully, I'm working on my first one maybe next year. This year, unfortunately, we lost in the second round to Boston Celtics. When I made it to the NBA, the biggest thing was the adjustment, how to adapt to new environment, to new friends in the team, to American culture. That was the biggest thing for me. And when we started playing games, each one of us had to watch his own workouts, his own games. We've been receiving those DVDs that we had to put it in, computer or different devices so we can watch our games and watch our different, moves in the game so we can learn. 10 years later, we have an iCloud, and I can download every game in the past 10 years to my phone in like 30 seconds. That's crazy. Last year, I asked a guy, show me all my moves in a game that I finished with the left hand. I'm a right-handed, but I can shoot with the left hand. I said, give me all the moves you can do, show me all the clips where I finished with the left hand. And I'm thinking, it's gonna take an hour or 2. By the time, let me go eat something, I will come back, he's gonna give me a DVD, and I'm gonna be able to watch. I'm walking out of the room, the scouting room, and the guy yells at me, yo, March, I got it. I'm like, what are you talking about? I got it. I said, how is this possible? You already have it. Oh, there's this program. I just click Gortat, left hand, all the clips, enter. In 30 seconds, he had about 100 clips where I scored with the left hand. I was completely amazed. Technology to me is going way too fast. Way too fast. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Oh Lord, I can tell you the stories, how I get myself in trouble with that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm telling you right now, you know how much money I spend to pay fines for all the stuff I posted on Twitter, on Instagram? I could probably build a house today. Out of nowhere, I retweeted something on a Twitter. I got a phone call from my manager. What did you do? What did you do? Why did you retweet that? I'm like, what's wrong? Well, the NBA is going to call you. Stu Jackson's going to call you. You're probably going to get fined. Well, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, probably, $1,000, $2,000. I'm fine. I can live with that. It was 20,000. Yeah, I had to forget about the holidays for a month. So it was very difficult. It was very difficult at the beginning. And trust me, for us NBA players, not only NBA players, but overall for the athletes, all the people running with a phone, with a camera and a phone, it's bad. We hate that. You know why I don't have a dinners with you? You know why I made it here 15 minutes ago? Because if I stay with you over there for an hour, I won't have energy to speak to you today. There's 1,000 people. Each one of you want to have a picture. And I want to give you this one example. There's this one gentleman that I actually explained him 15, 20 minutes ago how this works. He approached me and he said, can we take a picture? I said, listen, I like you, man. I love you. I can't do it. You want a picture, but after that, you're going to go grab your juice, you're going to go grab a cake, and you're going to enjoy, have fun with your friends. Another 1,000 people is going to come and ask me for a picture again. And I'm going to be standing and smiling to 1,000 different photos. And he was like, no, trust me, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Just one picture. It ain't going to happen. Well, unfortunately, I got more experience taking pictures than he does. I did take a picture with him. I had 3 ladies who stood up, 3 guys, and they're already standing in the line like I'm giving something for free. So it was a pretty great experience for this gentleman who asked me for the picture. But yeah, technology goes too fast for me. I made it to the NBA with a flip phone. We had those games, snake games, you go with a snake, you're eating those whatever X's, O's on a screen. Today you got those crazy games. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. We have those goggles that you're putting in. I think the Samsung company came up with that. The 3D, you can put it in and you feel like you're in the space or you feel like in a different environment. They told us, if you put those goggles on, you're gonna shoot free throws better. We gotta record you. You're gonna shoot free throws, and then you gotta put those goggles on and keep watching yourself how you shoot. You're gonna get better, as a free throw shooter. I said, there's no way. I'm like, how you wanna tell me that my muscle's gonna learn to shoot free throws? I'm like, that's impossible. They said, well, trust me. They almost bet. They wanna bet me. I'm like, listen, I'm 10 years in the NBA. I know what it takes to become a better free throw shooter. You gotta go to the gym, spend an hour or 2, keep shooting free throws till you learn. He said, I wanna bet you. I'm like, okay. So if I put the goggles on, when I'm lifting, can I get bigger too, the same way? I'm like, I wanna try. I mean, what's the difference? So we did. We tried. To me, it didn't work. He was amazed, like, why it doesn't work? I'm like, listen, I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm not going to the game. I'm not missing on purpose. I mean, I don't want my team to lose the game. It's obvious. He told me, well, you can learn the system, places. We have a system. We call 1, we call 2. You got to go set a screen left. You got to go set a screen right. All different systems. Back in the day, they gave me a book that thick, 100 pages. 100 different systems. One up, one side, one down, one up bump, one up floppy, all different calls. I lost my mind when I was doing that. I'm keep learning that book every day because you gotta be able to play the game. So what they did 10 years later, they put that small cube with cameras right on the middle of the court. They put 5 players around and they start running the system. So next thing you know, after 10 years, you wanna learn the system? Put the goggles on. I'm like, man, I thought we already spoke about that. It doesn't work like that. He said, try. I put the goggle on, I sit on the, it was funny because I was sitting on the chair, on the couch back then. I was eating and I was learning the system. I was in the game, like one of the players. I was like one of the 5 players on the court, and I was actually moving directions, left, right, setting screen. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It came to the point where I'm afraid, maybe in 2, 3, 4 years, they're gonna have a robot playing in a game, not me. I mean, that's scary. It's seriously scary. So, technology to me is going forward and is going forward dramatically. Everybody wants to improve their scouting reports, basketball game, movement, everything that's possible. Right now, we have those cameras around the gym. We playing game, running up and down. They can tell me if I'm tired or not. How are you gonna do that? I'm asking their question like, how do you know if I'm tired or not? Well, we know you just ran 33 minutes in the game. You played for 33 minutes. You made 3.7 mile with the average speed 4.2 mile per hour. And you were up and down going in the third quarter. Your speed was up to 80%, which means you took a possessions off. I'm like, hold on. How do you know that? Like in my mind, I'm running 100% speed. Like in my mind, I'm giving everything I have. So those cameras are telling me now that I'm not playing the hardest as I can. That's why I hate technology, because when it comes down to signing a contract, they're bringing up those statistics from camera. You know, agents and the managers, they're looking at the statistics. They're like, well, March, yeah, you didn't do well. You didn't do well. You didn't run. You've been tired too much. I'm like, that's impossible, my man. I'm like, that's impossible. I'm the best physically. I'm the best prepared guy in the team, and I'm 33 years old. I know I look like 18, but it's okay. So that technology is really driving me crazy. I mean, I just hate it. I just hate it. Like even coming right here from Warsaw this morning, I was driving. I start having like different things popping up on my phone constantly. You have to update this, you have to update that, you know, you need to sign in, you have to verify. I'm like, Jesus, like what is this? Like why I just can't simply call, always deleting something, call, you know, it's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy, to be honest with you. NBA is moving forward. As I said to you guys, I know you guys love the stories. I want to give you some stories because, you know, the technology part is fun. I want to give you some stories about the NBA really quick. Some numbers, statistics. I can tell you right away, those statistics are dropping right now. Dropping percentage-wise. Because why? We have more technology. We have those applications. We are able to get help through the phone, through the application. You don't even have to say your name. Back 2 years ago, about 2 years ago, they gave us statistics. Average NBA player, up to 5 years after finishing career, is broke. Is broke. Imagine that. NBA player plays 10 years in the league. He earned, let's say, $50 million in 10 years. Up to 5 years, he's broke. Over 80% of players. Over 80% of players. As I said before, this number is dropping down. Why? Because we have applications where we can go in and you have all different investments created by the NBA. You can have a life coach who's gonna tell you what to do, how to carry yourself. They also can help you with a marriage, which is funny. I don't know how they're gonna do that, but over 75% of marriages is getting divorced up to 2 years, up to 2 years after finishing career. Crazy. Imagine as an NBA player, you are 2 days at home. During the season, you are 2 days at home, 3 days on the road. 1 week at home, 2 weeks on the road. 6 months out of 12 months in a year, you are out of your house. All of a sudden, after the whole career, you have to stay with your wife 24 hours, 7 days a week. That's a challenge. That's a challenge, guys. I have some guys in the front row like, yes, yes. Well, that's how it is in the NBA. Almost 93% of players get a depression. Is depressed, finishing playing in NBA. Again, that number is dropping. Why? Because right after our career, we can get a phone call. We can make a phone call. We can go to our application and get help. Call the right people to help you out. A lot of players, unfortunately, has issues with the alcohol, drugs. They can also get help. Why? Because they created application. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. It's almost like, I'm afraid in like 5-10 years, hopefully I'm gonna have a kid, and my kid's gonna go to application and he's gonna say, well, I wanna go to the basketball game, I wanna go to the soccer game, and somebody's gonna come and pick him up from my house and is gonna drive him to the basketball game. That's what I'm afraid, that's what's gonna happen. Like, where's my time with my kid? I wanna take him to basketball game. He might go for the Los Angeles Lakers. I hate them. I wanna bring him to, Miami Heat game. That's what might happen. That's why NBA is full of technology, and in my case, if you don't follow up with that technology, you're gonna be lost, like dramatically. It's sad, but this is how it is. On the good side, they pay me a lot of good money, so I don't have to worry about. It's unbelievable. How many people was at the NBA game? Hand up. Wow, that's it? How many people have seen NBA game, like in the TV at least? Oh, thank God. Oh, after 20 minutes, you guys will be like, who's this jerk on the stage? Like what is he doing? Like, who is this guy? Whew, thank God. Well, for the people that wants to see NBA game, we have those different competitions on my Facebook. You can apply, you can, take a part in the competition, and you might win a ticket to go to the NBA game. So I'm definitely looking forward to have you there. Like I said, NBA taught me a lot. Technology, unfortunately, not. I had a lot of fines for that, and I had a lot of bad moments with technology. At this point right now, I don't even manage my social media. I don't do that. I just got no time for that. It's too much work. You got a live cam right now, you got the moving pictures, and you have, all the people that I'm gonna pay you this and that money if you post this picture on Instagram or Twitter. Oh Lord, I can't do that. That's just too much work. That's just too much work. I'd rather go to the gym without goggles and practice my free throws. It's crazy, but hopefully, like I said, hopefully technology has a better impact on you. But to me as an NBA player, it's helping me to play the game, but in real life, is really not helping me. So I I'm definitely going to enjoy to meet most of you guys. I already met a few guys of you. I don't know if I'm going to stay all the way to the end because there's 1,000 of you and you all have cameras. But I would like to, they told me I have to be on time, so I got about 40 seconds. I would like to thank you very much, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy Łódź. This is my city, beautiful city. I lived here for 33 years, and if you guys ever want to see beautiful places, please go to my neighborhood, Bałuty, where you guys are going to really enjoy. Thank you very much.